The Imperium has exhausted its resilience. It has already lost too much, and the enemy has gained too great an advantage. To effectively manage such vast territories, the High Lords of Terra divided the Milky Way into what are called the segmenti majores, the 5 largest administrative units. A segmentum is not a cluster of planets or star systems, but a vast region of space, encompassing entire spiral arms. Although the boundaries of the segmentums stretch to the very edges of the Milky Way, this does not mean that every inhabited world within their limits is populated by law-abiding citizens of the Imperium. The space of a segmentum fills not only with stars, planets, and orbital stations, but also with millions of light years of empty space that separates them. In these unexplored depths might lurk entire Xenos empires, long-lost colonies of humanity, and simply untouched worlds awaiting discoverers. While the galaxy is not at all flat, Imperial astrophiles often indicate the locations of certain objects relative to Terra. For example, the eastern fringe is an area beyond the limits of the Ultima Segmentum, located on the galactic east. Although the very concept of cardinal directions such as east and others in relation to a rotating galaxy is a very crude convention. Initially, the segmentums were created to facilitate fleet management and organize trade transports. But gradually, they turned into full-fledged administrative territorial units, governed by officials of the administratum with the title of Lord or Master of the Segmentum. Each segmentum has its own line and trade squadrons, as well as a main fortress or home base, serving as the headquarters for all military operations of the Astra Militarum and the Imperial Navy, from where the Lord Commanders and the Lord High Admirals direct. The Segmentum Solar is the heart of the Imperium, a cluster of ancient and very wealthy worlds that were populated even before humanity learned to travel through the warp. Solar is the smallest but the most important segmentum. It contains many strategically important and simply famous worlds: the sacred Terra, Mars, Armageddon, Necromunda, and Elysia. The main base of the Solar Line fleet is located in the colossal orbital docks above Mars, known as the Iron Ring. In the Segmentum Obscurus, located north of Terra, is the Eye of Terra. This has always been the most militarized region of the Imperium, most often subjected to the invasions of chaos. The main fleet base of the Segmentum is located on the planet Cypra Mundi. Among the known planets of this region, it is worth highlighting Meridian, Vostroia, Fenris, the Forge Worlds Lucius, and Agrippina, as well as the Shattered Cardia. In the past, it was Obscurus above all others that suffered from wars with the forces of chaos, for it was here that the largest and most stable warp storm in the galaxy, known as the Eye of Terror, was located. Not to mention the lesser but also dangerous Screaming Vortex, which loomed at the very borders of the Imperium in the Halo stars. Now, however, the confrontation with the enemy occurs everywhere. The Segmentum Tempestus, taken for the galactic south, remains one of the calmest regions of the Imperium despite its name. Here, the power of the ecclesiarchy is stronger than anywhere. And here is also located the second most sacred world of the Imperial Church, Ophelia 7. The fleet of the Segmentum keeps its headquarters in orbit of Barca. Also, Tempestus includes such important worlds as Talan, the Rin's world, Krieg, Deliverance, and the Forge world, Griffon the Fuffle. The Segmentum Pacificus encompasses the galactic west. Similar to the